this is an unusual use of the uninflated end because this will eventually form the beak of your swan. Now there's not a lot of twists to this particular sculpture, so you just have to estimate, and as you twist it's going to take up a little more space here or fill this in, and then there should be a little bit left so you have the beak. So I'm starting at about 2.5 inches here. Let's start with the nozzle. Now what you have to do is estimate what you want for a neck for your swan, and somewhere around here is probably a pretty good distance. So what you do, you're going to make a small basic twist here, and then you're going to twist it at the base of where you think you want to make the neck. So I'm just estimating right about there. So let's do that. Basic twist. Remember to pinch and twist. Look how I'm holding so it doesn't come undone. Now I'm going to twist this into the base of where I think the neck should be. So right about there. Now you have a loop here. It's going to be a little strange here, but normally you would divide a loop in half, but that's not what we want to do here. You want to be off center. So find the midpoint of the loop, go off center, and then we're going to twist that into the base of the neck here. So let's do that. It's just slightly off. It's not a big offset here. And you have whatever this is. Now we're going to divide these two into two sections. You're going to bisect them. So just make twists right here and right here. Now this longer one's going to go through the smaller one to kind of form the swan body. So here goes through here, just push it through. And you can see the swan's body. And it's nice to have this as a pinch twist because it helps to create the arc, that desirable arc in the swan's neck. So let's turn this into a pinch twist. You're going to take the nozzle and twist it into the base of the neck. And now you can see how that pushes the neck back just a little bit. And now you're just about done. You're going to now add the bend to the swan neck. Fill the air out just a little bit to add or leave a hint of beak here. Let's do that. And there you have a swan balloon. Take your balloon and inflate it to about 2 inches from the end. This is an unusual type of balloon in that the uninflated end becomes part of the sculpture. You have to have a little bit of this remaining to make the beak of the swan. So this will be the head, and it's very unusual for most balloons. You start with the head portion of any animal, whether it's a giraffe or dog, but with the swan balloon we're going to start with the back, and then the air will gradually fill up and leave a little bit of beak here. So let's start with the nozzle end. You're going to make a small basic twist, probably about 2 inches. Remember to pinch and twist, and you have to hold with the left hand. So I'm holding with the left hand, creep your left hand forward and grab. Now we're going to create a 3 balloon push through. And with this swan, you can make a slightly longer body, a little more forgiving than the other swan that we teach in this video. So what you're going to do is just make a basic twist, maybe about 8 or 9 inches. And you bend. Now you're going to create the lock twist. Notice how I'm holding here, and we're going to twist here into here. So remember to pinch here and then make the twist. Just like that. Now, as in your conventional 3 balloon push through, you're going to make one more basic twist that's approximately the same length as these. You can make it slightly longer, so let's do that. Notice how I'm holding, we have our basic twist. Now this gets pushed through the other 2 right there, so let's do that. And you can see our swan balloon forming there. Let's make a pinch twist here so it holds the neck back. So pinch and twist. Makes a basic twist, and then we convert this into a pinch twist. Fold. So I'm holding with my left hand, and now with this here, with the basic twist, we're going to pull up and twist to turn it into a pinch twist. And you have something that looks like this. You can see the swan's body as well as the neck. A little bit left over for our beak. We're just about done. All we have to do is kind of curl this and add a little twist to the neck. So let's do that. Helps if you pinch this here so air doesn't escape into the beak. So I like to pinch this off as I do the spiral twist. There you have an elegant swan.